Morning everyone, welcome to my channel Learn Biology with Dr. Priyanka. I am Priyanka Sinha. On this channel we talk about various topics of biology at graduate level or postgraduate levels, and various competitive exam question papers are also discussed here. I am talking about biomolecules today. The word biomolecules means biological molecules. In another way, we can say that biomolecules are those molecules that are able to create life or help to create life. Or as we know that there are two types of things around us, living things and non-living things. Hence, collection of some non-living things present in nature help to govern the life. So it is very important to study those important non-living part or biomolecules. Before going to in details, first we need to know some basic terms such as atoms, elements, molecules, and compounds. As this is the introduction class, so we only discuss everything, but just as introduction in this limited time, and in later videos I will describe it briefly. First, what is atom? Atom is a fundamental building block of any substances. As you know, there are three major states of matters in nature, such as solid, liquid, and gases. So again, there is a new question: what is matter? Matters are those substances that occupies mass, volume, and spaces. Matters also shows gravitational forces, while substances are particular kind of matter with uniform properties. Solids are those substances that have definite shape and volume, while liquid are those substances that have definite volume but take the shape of the container in which they are placed. And gas has no definite shape and volumes. All these substances are made up of atoms. Further, before going on other things, basic terms like elements, compounds, first I just want to give some little brief about how our universe has formed. So as we know that universe is supposed to form about 14 billion years ago due to cataclysmic explosion. So we see that due to cataclysmic explosion, lots of destruction has happened, or sudden violent changes has occurred in the universe. And as we know, universe is supposed to form about 14 billion years ago due to cataclysmic explosion. As a result, the simplest element like hydrogen and helium were formed within the seconds. Thus, this phenomenon causes expansion and cooling of universe. Under the influence of gravity, material condensed and thus stars were formed. Some stars became very enormous and explode as supernovae that release energy required to fuel simple atomic nuclei into complex elements. Hence, further, then Earth was created. Swirling masses of dust particles formed atoms and molecules. Their accumulation led to the formation of rocks, planetoids, and planets. Hence, over billions of years ago, Earth was created, and about 4 billion years ago, microorganisms were produced. First, microorganisms obtained their energy from sunlight and chemical compounds. Thus, we see that life only arose from that stardust, that is, non-living things. Hence, whole idea of my briefing about universe is only to show you that life only arose from non-living things. So, today class is very important because our living things produced from non-living things, and those things are biomolecules that helps to sustain our life. Now come to the point of some basic terms like what is atom. Atom is the smallest unit of any substances that is made up of protons, electrons and neutrons, also called subatomic particles, and they play very important role in the formation of particular atom. Neutrons and protons form nucleus of the atom, while electrons revolve around the nucleus. Further, elements are made up of atoms but cannot be separated into the smaller unit due to chemical bonding. Some elements are very good for animal health and plant health. Molecules are group of same or different types of atoms but bonded and can take part in chemical reactions. While compounds are made up of two or more than two different. Hence, finally, we see that universe is supposed to form about 14 billion years ago due to catalytic explosion of energy-rich hot subatomic particles, and as a result of this, the simplest element like hydrogen and helium were formed within the seconds. And this phenomenon causes expansion and then cooling of universe, and under the influence of gravity, materials condense and thus stars were formed. Then one thing comes in our mind: what is the major characteristics of living things? Living things have a higher level of chemical compositions and microscopic organizations. They have systems of energy extraction, transformation, and its application from the environment. Each component of an organism has its own definite functions and regulated correlation among them. Sensing and responding mechanisms are found that can be altered according to the need of their surroundings. They precisely do self-replications and self-assembly capacity are also found. Gradual evolutionary process has been also found in living things. Now come to our topic, biomolecules. What is biomolecules? Biomolecules are the biological molecules. They are the numerous substances that are produced by the living things, and they help us to sustain the living body. Biological molecules are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, DNA, RNA, minerals, salts, etc. present on the earth. They have wide range of size and functions. They are present in nature in the very simple form to very complex form. So biomolecules is divided into two categories: organic biomolecules and inorganic biomolecules. Organic biomolecules are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, nucleic acids, and inorganic biomolecules are minerals, salts, water, etc. In nature, plants have around 17 essential inorganic molecules, while animals have 24 essential inorganic molecules. So further, biochemistry is that branch of biology in which we study biomolecules such as macromolecules and micromolecules. Macromolecules are large-sized biomolecules, mostly more than 1000 Dalton, and micromolecules are small-sized biomolecules less than 1000 Daltons. So we isolate biomolecules in laboratory molecules. For this, we use trichloroacetic acid and take some living tissues such as animal tissues or leaves of any plant to identify the chemical compositions of that cell or tissues that have to be subjected to test. First, we take any piece of the tissue and grind it in trichloroacetic acid using mortar or pestle. Further, after grinding, thick slurry is obtained. When we further stain this slurry through a cheese cloth or cotton and filter them, we get two types of fractions: acid soluble fractions or acid soluble pool or filtrate, and acid insoluble pool or etended. Acid soluble pools having carbohydrates, amino acids, monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides, nucleotides, etc. But in this acid soluble pool, we did not get lipid because lipids are not soluble in acidic solutions or water, so we obtain lipid only in insoluble pool. Apart from that, they have molecular weight less than 1000 Dalton and around. And in acid insoluble pool or etended, we found nucleic acid, proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids. Today I have discussed everything about biomolecules as an introductory class. In later videos, I will describe it briefly. Hope you found this video useful. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like my channel, Learn Biology with Dr. Priyanka. If you find it useful, don't forget to press bell button so that you get notifications of all my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching my videos.